Welcome to Divine Hand for another soulful, insightful spiritual message. Take what resonate, leave what doesn't. Collective. This is your spiritual guided message for today. Um, and this is just a message of colors, animals, numbers that has synchronicity towards our life that could help us bring awareness for self growth or self healing or whatever you get out the message, okay? And I pre-pulled some tarot cards to go with each card so we could just get a deeper insight of what, Spirit is trying to say to us in this message, okay? With that being said, let's get started. Okay, so the first color I pulled was forest green, and this is deep healing. This is renewal. This is grounded spiritual growth, okay? Nature's wisdom, okay? This has to do with the heart chakra and the root chakra, balancing it out, okay? Emotional healing through anchored through stability, okay? This is also ancestral strength and long-term security, okay? So spiritually, the forest green represents that that even after disruptions is what I'm getting, life always regenerates, okay? It also represents like the patience, the inner peace, the inner strength, and the ability to rebuild on a stronger foundation or a stronger root. Okay. And the card I pulled with that was a tower card. Okay. And so the tower represents that sudden truth, that revelation, the collapse of false and faulty foundations. Okay, this is spirit coming through, that divine intervention, breaking you free from illusions. Okay, a necessary awakening that cannot be avoided. Okay, so this is, intense. Okay, this is a surprise, right? But the combination of the forest green and the tarot card is saying, you may be going through like a upheaval right now, but it's being spiritually guided. Okay, it may feel chaotic, but after the chaos, there will be peace. Okay. um this is also representing like old beliefs, right? Relationships or just structures that block, your growth, is falling away. Okay. You are being returned to your natural state of alignment. Okay. Healing comes after the breakdown, and it will last. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So let's move on to the next color. The next color is plum. Okay. And this is about spiritual maturity. Okay. This is about spiritual power grounded in passion. Plum is a rich blend of purple and red. Okay. So this also signifies your intuition and that inner alchemy, okay? Transforming through self mastery, right? This is also like royal energy, okay? Um, Confidence, right? And purpose, okay? This is activating the third eye and the crown chakra, okay? So the plum represents hidden power awakening, wisdom that is ready to be expressed, not just sensed, okay? And the card I pulled with that was the magician, and this is such a perfect pair, okay? So the magician is that conscious creation, right? That wow, that went deep for me. That conscious creation, that manifestation through intention, right? Personal power and skill, alignment through thought, word, and action, okay? This is also divine masculine energy, okay? Channel wisely, okay? So as above, so below is what I'm getting, right? So the combination of the two is saying you are being called to consciously, you know, um, uh, use your spiritual power. Okay. You are in a like strong manifestation window. Your intuition, your willpower are aligned. You can transmute desires into reality. Your words, your thoughts, and your actions just carries that amplified energy is what I'm getting. Okay, we could be talking about fire signs, um the energy of Mercury, okay, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Pisces, a Sag, a Libra, okay. So the next card we have is the Rabbit, okay, and this is about fertility, okay. This is about abundance, new beginnings, okay, heightened intuition and sensitivity, okay, quick instincts, awareness, right, growth, new beginnings, right, fear as a teacher, right, knowing when to move and when to pause. This is also representing that luck and that divine timing, okay. So spiritually, the Rabbit just reminds you to trust your instincts, okay, and respond swiftly to opportunities or threats, okay. So the card we pulled with that was the Chariot upright. And so the Chariot is basically that victory through discipline and focus, right? That forward momentum, jumping in your chariot and taking control, right? And having a direction with purpose is what this is representing, right? Mastery over opposing forces, those negative forces, okay? This is confidence, willpower, and determination, right? So this is intentional movement, okay? And so the combination is saying move forward with courage, okay? While honoring your intuition. You are, meant to advance now, right? Hesitating will slow progress, okay? Um Also it's about like quick thinking and emotional awareness, okay? Victory, okay? And so fear is present, but it is not in control. You are, is what Spirit is saying. Then we have the spiritual number nine. Okay. I pulled the spiritual number nine. So the spiritual number nine is Pisces and Sagittarius energy. This is about that old soul, that completion, that compassion, universal love. And the soul lesson for the number nine is release what no longer serves you. Okay. This is completion, right? And endings, karmic closures, soul lessons and wisdom, right? Compassion, forgiveness, okay? Humanitarian energy, okay? Letting go to make space for the rebirth, okay? And I paired it with the Five of Pentacles, okay? And the Five of Pentacles is that material or emotional lack, feeling abandoned, feeling excluded, financial or spiritual hardships, low self-esteem, or just fear, right? This is like help being nearby but unseen, okay? And so the combination of the two, excuse me, the combination of the two is saying this period of lack is coming to an end, but only after the lessons are integrated, okay? You are closing a karmic chapter tied to abandonment or self-worth, okay? What feels like a loss is actually a soul level clearing is what I'm getting, okay? So the number nine just reassures you that the hardships are temporary and purposeful is what I'm getting, okay? And so I pulled two tarot cards with this message, and the first one is the Four of Swords, and this is just that pause before the renewal, rest, recover, and that mental healing, right? And then it's also representing healing requires stillness right now, okay? So someone is requiring to be still, rest and recover, meditate, pray, okay? Bring some peace to your inner self. All right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles so that you can build these solid foundations, have that emotional and material security, nurturing yourself, okay, grounding your self-worth, okay. This is a healing the version of you. This is the healed version of you. And with that being said, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.